probably one of our highest priorities, in fact, our #1 priority is to make sure that all of our schools are safe. Last year, I'm going to give you a little bit of the expulsion data that we had. We had 279 requests for expulsion hearings. 191 of those cases that were sent to our office went to expulsion. 21 of those were stipulated expulsion. Now, for those of you that don't know what stipulated expulsion means, that is students that were on the 2-5 contract and violated the contract. We sent those students without going through a hearing on a stipulated expulsion to their next site, which is within the district. 112 students had suspended expulsion. A suspended expulsion for Stockton Unified means those are cases that are not as serious as a regular expulsion. We keep all 112 students in the Stockton Unified School District at one of our 2 alternative programs, which is Jane Frederick Continuation High School or Stockton Intermediate. And then we had 58 expulsions that went directly to the county San Joaquin 1 program. District-wide this year, big drop. 2010-11 up until Friday, same time, 44 requests for expulsions. This year, 16. Total number of suspensions to date. Last year, 960 suspensions to date. This year, 489. As you can see, the Area 1 schools for last year, they've had 50 suspensions to date and 33 for this year. So my principals in the front row, good job, good job. High school, Edison High School, went up a little bit this year. I've had conversations with the principals at the high schools, and because of changing and adapting to smaller campus security, not smaller campus security monitors, less campus security monitors. We weren't bringing shorter ones in, we were bringing less in. So because they had less campus security monitors and discipline that they had to deal with, they had to tweak their plans. And they came out a little bit harder on students this year. So we saw a little bump at the high school, but as you can see, it was pretty non-existent at the other schools. And then our Area 1, we see overall suspensions to date, 65 from last year, suspensions to date, 65 last year, and then 55 to date. Again, discipline, student suspension, expulsions, campus safety is our priority. This Friday, what we're hoping to do is get some information about the budget, and then the superintendent is going to take a look to see how much and how many positions that we were able to bring back in order to enhance security at the school sites. And with that, here is Chief Jim West.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I would like to take a few minutes to thank our school board and our superintendent for their commitment to safety for both the students and the staff and visitors in Stockton Unified. I have been in many meetings with them, and all of them are very dedicated to the whole idea of safety and looking to enhance safety whenever possible. So thank you to them. Now this slide, high school disruptions. The light blue bars that you see represent our largest high school when we had 8 campus security monitors. It's the number of incidents or disruptions on campus by month. The blue bar, dark blue bar, is the following year when we were able to have a police officer dedicated to that campus. And you see there's a significant drop. This is with 6 campus security monitors and a full-time police officer. And as many of you probably know, I have received direction from Superintendent Tolliver to place officers on our high school campuses to do a simpler drop at every one of those campuses. And we're in the process of staffing those out right now. So that's very good news for all of us. I'd also like to, a lot of people don't know about another aspect of what our police department does. Last year, in partnership with Child Welfare and Attendance, we started focusing not just on truancy. We used to do truancy sweeps, and we would pick up I don't know, a few dozen kids, several times a year. It didn't seem to be having the impact we wanted. So last year we worked with child welfare and attendance, and we started focusing on the chronic truants, the ones who were missing a tremendous amount of time. And in working with them, we were able to reduce the chronic truancy rate in our school district by 28%. Our goal this year is to reduce it by another 35%. This, of course, two things. It helps our graduation rate, it helps our attendance rate, and it also means that the kids are in school, they're not out in the city creating problems. So we're very excited about this aspect of our program. I'd also like to tell you that we cannot do our job alone. And I'd like to acknowledge, we have a lot of partnerships, but these are some of the main partnerships. I see Mr. Ralph Womack is in the audience. He leads the City of Stockton Peacekeeper Program. The community outreach and gang outreach that the City of Stockton Peacekeepers do is critical to helping reduce violence in our city. The School Resource Chaplaincy Program, the City of Stockton Police Department has the largest law enforcement chaplaincy program in the nation. And a group of them, a portion of them, go through special training, become school resource chaplains, and they are now on, I believe, 17 of our K-8 campuses, just talking to the kids, being another ear, being another friend. And one of the things that's critical about both the peacekeepers and the chaplains is that they are able to help not just the child on campus, but they do home visits, they help connect these kids and their families to other resources in our community. So it's another avenue to help our community as a whole. We also work closely with juvenile probation, and especially our brothers in blue, the Stockton Police Department. And I'd like to, at this time, introduce, if my microphone works, I'll introduce Captain Troy Broderick of the Stockton Police Department.